Hello, everybody. Hi. How are you, my friends? It's so lovely to see you here today on this exciting moment in our lives. I just want to thank you all for being who you are. I appreciate each one of you. And I definitely feel the love. And I hope you do too. I want to single you out, Janice, because you sent me the nicest postcard. Thank you so much. That was extremely sweet. And as we know, Tasha is a thank you note writer, and she's just done a great job doing that. I love to get these little notes and things, and Nazi has sent lovely floral arrangements and kind, sweet notes, and Leslie and Lori and Ruth, all of you have reached out. Marcia has reached out. Chenson has given so many little gifts through the years. You guys are a huge gift in my life. Huge. You make everything that I do meaningful and worthwhile, and I am grateful to you. Today, we are in the third part of the Peace series. Oh, thank you, Ruth. That's kind. Thank you. And that's walking the way of peace. So it's about knowing how to bring that personal peace and expansion into the world. And we've done two other sanghas that have been working up to this one. The sanghas taking us into a beautiful path in a cottage and walking through veils and going out of space and time and experiencing ourselves, simply feeling the peace that passes understanding, that large peace. So walking the way of peace, what I'm going to teach you today, is a personal practice. And it will give you something real, something spiritual, yet fresh, that you can actually do to help the community of humanity in this very strange but important time. How many of you think that we're living in very strange times? Everybody? And the strangeness of it all is confusing and stressful. And it can make you feel like stopping and hiding. It can make you feel like maybe you don't fit in or there's no reason for you to be here. I mean, how many of you have felt that kind of despair about these times? I think I have. You know, that maybe anything that I would do wouldn't make a difference to other people, you know? And there's that breakdown, there's that feeling. And because of COVID, we certainly felt a loss of connection, physical connection with each other, didn't we? And yet, it opened new doors, didn't it? I mean, I now have people coming to my sanghas from all over the world, which I didn't before. I was very much exclusive to the United States and specifically Northern California. And now my community is broadened to include Europe and Asia and, you know, Eastern Europe and the Mediterranean and all over the world. People from India come to my events and write to me. And this is an exciting thing because for us to really clasp hands and walk the way of peace, we need to include everyone on the planet. It can't be just the people of one country or one spiritual persuasion. We have to actually be able to open our hearts and minds to other people's needs and desires. So this practice I'm going to share with you today is exactly that. It's a way to join hands with your brothers and sisters across the globe spiritually. So lifting all spirits will move us out of the selfish and terrible into our authentic potential. Because truthfully, the selfish and terrible, which we find our feet mired in sometimes, There's nothing I can do. I'm just going to take care of me, the selfish and terribleness of that. If we can move out of that and into our authentic potential, like who we really are, there's this enormous chance that little old you sitting in your living room could make a difference. And that's not only exciting, but it's enlivening. So this movement is not a solo act. To grow, we must grow together. And we must begin seeing self as other. Seeing self as other. Yeah, when I look at you, I'm looking at me. When you're looking at me, you're looking at yourself. To move into the shelter and the calm of not just the dream of peace, but maybe someday that peace will actually be real. And in fact, oh my goodness, maybe it could even be real today, right now. But you have to know that this is it. You have to stop thinking about tomorrow as being the really good time in your life. Like tomorrow will be it. Or a year from now will be it. Or when I lose 5 pounds, then it'll be it. Or maybe when I lose 40 pounds, then it'll be it. Or when I can really start becoming a vegetarian, then it'll be it. Or when I can understand the politics of the world, then that'll be it. When I finally understand it. Or when my mother and I have a good conversation and she forgives me, oh yeah, then it'll be it. Or when my daughter or my son start speaking to me again and we are able to make peace, well, now that'll be it. So what I'm going to invite you to do today is move into the shelter and the calm of knowing that this is it. Because we hold peace in our hands right now, this second. And today is the day that has arrived for awakening human beings, and we must recognize each other and act. So an action every day of affirming your own way of peace, your own practice of peace, that puts you on the same wavelength as others who are practicing peace. And before you know it, that wavelength is growing and growing and growing, and you are walking the way of peace. So it's a practice that involves safely and sanely connecting with humanity to support the awakening of the heart of peace. I mean, this is truly what we want, and we do not want to be unsafe in the process of doing that, do we? We don't want to make ourselves vulnerable and allow ourselves to, somehow become a martyr to what our belief of peace or love is. Martyring yourself is not necessarily the way to go here, folks. So our future depends on each and every one of us knowing the inner heart, the inner heart. And where do you think that inner heart lives? Right here. It lives within you. The secret about peace is that you don't have to go anywhere to get it. You don't have to do anything special to have it. But you do need to remember that you hold it. You do need to remember that about yourself. And once you've found it, sharing it is natural. It's actually the most natural thing there is. Sharing that peaceful moment, that way of peace. Because you can liberate the conscious light within your own spirit. Peace is about liberating the conscious light within your own spirit, so that you become a beacon, and so that you live in the light. The light being that which radiates out from your own heart, your own mind, your own spirit, and that you can recognize in other people. You can see that same light in them. When we do that, when we see that light in others, it ignites and becomes a bright flame that actually cannot be extinguished. Because your heart lights the way. And you truly find your own soul self walking the way of peace. So, without further ado, here's the practice. First, you have to prepare to practice. And we do that by building a golden dumpster. So the golden dumpster should be outside the front door of your house or apartment, wherever you live. And just build a golden dumpster. Visualize a golden dumpster. Hello, golden dumpster. And that golden dumpster is created out of light. It's golden light. It's beautiful. It's filled with love. And now you're going to put into the golden dumpster. And just, when I build something like that, I like to use my hands and just build it and place it outside my door. This takes a second to do that. Okay, and now we're going to put into the dumpster all the ways you stop yourself from having peace. So this is your opportunity to really be honest. Nobody is asking you to share it or tell anybody about it. So what are the ways you keep yourself from having peace? What are the ways? So I would suggest if you have certain people in your life that keep you from feeling peace, because of your relationship with them, let's put them in the dumpster for now. Basically, you want to clear your path. So sometimes there are people that are standing in the way of your path. And don't get me wrong, they didn't do anything. You're the one who put them there. So you also can put them in the dumpster. And there's a magical thing that kind of happens when you do that. So just move anybody into the dumpster who stops you from having an experience of peace in your life. And you can move people who are dead into your dumpster. You can move people who, you have like negative memories associated with like bad experiences or any kind of abuse or assault. Just put them in the dumpster. And put everything in the dumpster that stops you in your path. And make sure you've got the best shoes. Like your shoes are the right shoes to walk the way of peace. In other words, they're not too tight. They're not too small. Or they're not too large. You've got just the right shoes. So if you don't have the right shoes, put the bad shoes in the dumpster. Put your bad shoes in the dumpster. Put the things that stop you, the barriers in your path. Put aging in your dumpster. Forgetfulness in the dumpster. Put stress about money in the dumpster. Put stressful media in the dumpster. The government influence in your life, too many taxes, whatever. Put it in the dumpster. Put greed in the dumpster. How about me first in the dumpster? And let's put the entire economy in the dumpster. Let's just get it out of the way. How about nastiness? Just that, that knee-jerk nastiness, that snarkiness. Let's put that in the dumpster. You know, that stuff that's in the common space that passes for quote unquote humor? Let's put that in the dumpster. Anything that belittles other people, let's put it in the dumpster. And let's put cultural appropriation in the dumpster. Let's just put it in there, you know? Because there's a lot of guilt that goes along with that. Let's put the guilt in there. Everything. Whatever you feel guilty about. I wasn't good enough. I didn't know enough. I couldn't blah, blah, blah. Put it in the dumpster. And let's, most of all, put lack of kindness in the dumpster. Oh, lack of kindness. When people don't treat you nicely. But when you don't treat people nicely. Put all the things that you feel put upon by in that dumpster. Okay. Now ask yourself, how do you feel? How do I feel right now? Do I feel more peaceful? Is this a little bit better? Am I feeling like maybe I got off some of the crappy doodle that was keeping me from having peace? All right, so now put a lid on the dumpster. Close that dumpster. Okay. Now, when we're done with this exercise, we're going to open the dumpster up and we're just going to let it all out. And we're going to tell it to be free. Not necessarily come back. But we're going to release it. So now it's in the dumpster, it's held. So the way of peace. What does that mean to you? What does walking the way of peace mean? Try to crystallize that feeling. Everyone has had a peaceful moment in your life. Maybe it was in the mountains or at the ocean, or maybe it was looking into your baby's eyes. There's a moment of peace. See if you can feel that moment of peace that you've had. And try to crystallize it in some way. Just feel it, just kind of crystalline. It's like a beautiful, beautiful Swarovski crystal that's reflecting light in all different ways. And it's this beautiful rainbow light that's coming out of this crystalline, pure moment of peace. So now can you allow yourself to remember that feeling, and allow it to open your heart. You're perfectly safe. Nobody's going to get you. You're healthy and safe and good and everything's okay. Go ahead and open your heart to that moment of peace. Now close your eyes and see before you a path, a pathway. It might be as big as a highway. It might be as small as a little garden path. It might be paved with bricks or stones. It might have asphalt. Any number of things. But there you are, looking at the pathway stretching before you. And this is your way. It's only your way. No one else has it. And it looks and feels exactly how you would expect it to look and feel. And how you would want it to look. And lining your pathway on either side are angels and guides and ancestors who love you. And they're all ready to support you on your path of peace. And they want to help you find your way. And so they hold up lights. They hold up these beautiful lights, and the lights are radiating out of their hands. And they hold up the light. And as they hold up the light, they light your path. They light your way. So take a deep, deep breath and just bathe in the light that your angels and guides and ancestors are holding for you. Beautiful, beautiful light. And you can feel your own heart opening to that light. And now we allow that light to just radiate out. Allow it to be your own light that you hold for your community, for your family. This is the way you show up in the world, in your best self, your most beautiful self. As Abraham Lincoln once said, you're better angels. And there you are, radiating outward in your better angels, simply feeling out into the world. And now, like you're radiating out into concentric circles, radiate out into your immediate family, those right around you, just radiating out. And radiating out beyond that into your neighborhood and your community around you. And now radiating out a little further into the larger area that you live in, a city or a state, larger area. And then going beyond that into your province or your state or the area that you live in, and then beyond that into your country. And now breaking down all those barriers between countries, radiate out into the hemisphere that you're in. The upper northern the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, whichever hemisphere you're in, radiate out. And then finally radiate out into the other hemisphere. So both northern and southern hemispheres are feeling your radiance. Feel all the way down to the bottom of the earth, down into the ice in Antarctica, and all the way up to the ice in the Arctic. Feel that radiance going everywhere throughout the world. And now just very, very easily you step out into the solar system and you radiate out to any life form that may be there, radiating out life and love and peace. And you take a deep breath. And now open up your dumpster and radiate life and love and peace into the dumpster. And feeling all those impediments to your pathway no longer impediments. And as they feel that they've kind of lost that ability to stop you on your path, you just release them out into the atmosphere. Just all those people, places, and things, the things like the media or the culture or the economy, just release those things out into the universe. Because you're at peace with them all. Put your hands on your heart right now. Put your hands on your heart. And find peace within yourself. Forgiving yourself for all the people you've injured, for all the times you've been less than you wanted to be, for all the ways that you've held yourself back from happiness and joy. from all the times you've given into your sadness, grief, your anger. Forgive yourself for those things. And in this moment in time, as you take a deep breath in, fill your hands with the love that radiates from your heart. And open them up, hold them out. And just like the angels were lighting your pathway, now you're lighting the pathway for all those that you love and care about. But beyond that, just the people that you meet on the street. You're holding in your hands the way of peace. Your feet are following the path, your own distinct and sacred path, the path of peace. So the day has come for awakened human beings to recognize each other and to act. So I want you to open your eyes and look at the people in this meeting. Go ahead. These are awakened people. If you're not on the screen, please come on the screen so everybody can see you. And just look at each other. Hello. Everybody look at Janice and Holly and Marcia and Susan and Cheryl and Lori and Rita, Ruth and Tasha and Leslie and Rosamond and Donna and Mark and Tasha. Take a look. And there's Susan. Hello. Hello, everybody. And shine your light back to them. And Satyajit, hello, hello. We can feel your heart. We can feel you. And we know that you're there. And we're grateful. We're grateful for your presence, for your participation. Hi, Nancy. It's good to see you. And Otilia, what a beautiful name. It's lovely to see you, Donna. There you are, Nasi. Joy and peace abounding. You can impact your world. So just once a day, allow yourself to simply walk into this exercise, this moment, and remember it. Pull your earlobes. Pull your earlobes. Tap your chest 1, 2, 3 times. And if you've forgotten that you're peaceful, pull your earlobes, tap your chest. And Saskia, Kathy, Denise, Chensen, Satyajit, Chuck, Gracie, all of you, pull your earlobes, tap your chest, and say, I'm walking the way of peace, holding up the light for all to see, radiating it out. So it's a practice, and it involves safely and sanely connecting with humanity to support the awakening of the heart of peace all around you, not just within yourself, but within everyone else. So when you can stand as the way of peace and you share your love with others, you share your peace with others, not preaching, but just, I love you. When you can say that to others, what happens is that the door opens. So I want to just share a couple of things with you before we close. First of all, thank you so much for coming. Keep your eyes on your inboxes, because in our new year we have a couple of offerings. There's my book. If you don't own it, you might try picking it up for Christmas. And Ask Me Anything's happening January 16th. But I have something, if you come back to me, Cheryl, I'd like to share with you guys that in the new year, we are beginning a new course that doesn't require knowing the edge or require any of the beginning protocols that people learn when they first take the Edge Express class. This new course is called The Illuminated Body, Awakening the Light Within. And it's It's wonderful. It's 6 30-minute segments. And that's coming in the new year for you to take and gobble up, and you learn practices, lots of practices that you can do in your daily life. And it's a lot of fun. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And also keep your eyes peeled for the Sacred Anatomy Legacy Library, which is a new membership site coming in February. And that will help you have access to the legacy of Sacred Anatomy. The classes that you've taken will be captured there, and there's a way for you to stay connected with the living legacy of Sacred Anatomy as it continues to shift and change and morph and grow. Beginning in January, on the 11th, we're going to start a new Sangha series. There's going to be a 3 series. It's going to be the Love series. And the first one on January 11th is Cultivating Your Big Love. That's the first one. The second one will be February the 8th, and that's Radiating Your Big Love. So cultivating it and then radiating it, and finally sharing it on March 8th. So a 3-part series, much like this Peace series we've done. And thank you all for coming to the Peace series. I've really enjoyed sharing it with you. Sacred Anatomy's work continues in the world, and every day we're doing something to move it out even more. If you could share this link and share with your friends and family the potential of the Sangha, because it can make an enormous difference in your life. So thank you for joining me today. Blessings and love. I wish you happy holidays. Happy solstice, happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever the heck you celebrate. It's all good. Celebration is number 1. So bless you all, and holiday greetings. Remember, don't just light your Christmas tree, light your heart, and send that love out into the world to create peace. See you later.